Whenever I start writing, it's funny where I get the inspiration from. So I got the inspiration for this next poem when I was actually sitting in a bus going through the West End and I was busting for the toilet. So I had to get off the bus and find the toilet somewhere before I was in trouble. So when I thought about that, I realised there's a title there, A Cowboy in Trouble. So when I realised I had a good title, I thought I'll see how many cowboy films I can actually get throughout the poem. So I thought, I looked at it and I managed to find 39 cowboy film titles, cowboy actor and a protagonist. So this is called A Cowboy in Trouble. I must apologise for the dodgy cowboy accent and the dodgy cowboy hat. Gets me into character. Cowboy in Trouble. I was way out west on that stagecoach as it headed for the saloon bar in town, and I knew trouble was brewing as I rode over them mounds. With clenched fist by my side, I was ready for war, and I felt that sweat roll down my cheek as I tensed up some more. I was a pale rider and just riding the storm, but I had to move fast before something went wrong. So I jumped off the war wagon near the Western Union just before town. It was high noon, and I thanked little Mary, but I ain't horsing around. With one in the chamber, I was ready to go. I was fully loaded, but one desperado. So I took a deep breath and prepared for some pain, and I took up the stance, and I walked like John Wayne. I was a cowboy in trouble, a man touching cloth, and I'll be up shit creek if I can't get these drawers off. There sure was some rimfire and rawhide at the rear as I headed for the nearest outhouse with a strong smell of fear. Now sure, I was a fast walker, but I had to pick up the pace, and I was showing true grit by that look on my face. But I finally arrived for the showdown and the gunfight at the OK Corral. The front door was open and my back door was slightly ajar. I felt like Billy the Kid as I was fast on the draw. A quick shootout and the old chaps were down with a great sense of awe. Yeah, the night passage was open to the sound of 40 guns blazing, and the Lone Ranger was lost in the gun smoke, and boy, it sure felt amazing. Yeah, Sitting Bull was going south with something big when I dropped that mother load, and it sounded like a thunder of drums were unforgiving as I emerged from the Apache war smoke. The flaming star was on fire and burning me up bad. But you gotta get burned when you take that trip through Dynamite Pass. But yeah, and the cry, the victory was sweet. Lock, stock, and barrel were now empty as I rose to my feet. Well, you could have called me Geronimo, or the man with no name, or the man called Horse by that giant display. But now, as Buchanan rides alone, I cast a long shadow on the winds of the wasteland. But the urban cowboy in me keeps my gun belt loose for times like that. You see, a man gotta lay his tombstone wherever he do. But I ain't pooping my pants in this hot afternoon. Thanks for listening, folks. You come back now, you hear? Yeehaw!